All right. Welcome to the pilot episode. I don't know if you do that for podcast pilot episodes, but pilot episode of Steele the Show with very small letters with Marty Mush at the end. I'm going to be honest. That's a good name. We were going through some you should have seen Justin throw a couple names out to me that would dog shit. They were what'd you throw out?
I didn't have my best thinking cap on. I was in the middle of getting to the field, getting my rehab stuff going. My mind was a lot of places, so I wasn't giving you my best effort. That's on me.
I had people saying like balls, oh, Phil, balls of steel. Which I didn't hate that one, but I don't think that many like sponsors would like balls of
Yeah,
steel.
maybe what's the one company? The I
Oh,
see
like
I see ads for them all the time. It's like a
do
bulk.
oh yes, yes, yes. I know what you mean. Oh
They
my God.
they would hop all over that.
Yeah, they'd be all for that as well.
They would hop all over them balls.
But yeah, steal the show. I don't know if you guys are stupid enough. It's his last name, and the show is baseball. That's what people call it, baseball, the show. So that's fucking good on us to start the
Good
whole
on
show.
you or whoever came up with
Yeah,
that.
it
I like
wasn't me. It was
it
a
is
guy sitting next to me. He was like, he typed it into the like into Google, but like names with show names with Steele, and it was like the first one. So I was
hilarious.
like, all right, that's perfect. But yeah, this we're starting a show. I don't know how many times a week. We're gonna kind of go over your schedule, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, once every 2 weeks. If we're feeling frisky, we could do once a week, whatever you want. But no matter what, once every 2 weeks, I feel like we could do, right?
Yeah, we can definitely do that. And we'll definitely figure out like a more consistent schedule. I mean, especially once off season hits, it's going to be super easy. We'll be able to do like, I don't know, like watch parties for NFL games Sundays. Cause I'm
Oh,
all,
oh, you're getting crazy already. I love this.
but dude, I'm all in my man cave in the off season. I'm always like watching the games, Sunday ticket, whatever. And like I'm on PlayStation usually talking to my buddies regardless. So like it would be easy for me to do that. So.
Yeah, no,
But
100%.
like during season, yeah, it might be a little harder to have like a consistent schedule with games every day and stuff, but off season would be super easy.
Yeah, and but yeah, we're gonna have at least once every 2 weeks. We're gonna talk. It's not just gonna be Cubs as well. It'll
Yeah,
be heavy Cubs. Like we obviously got it. You like my hat, by the way?
love your hat.
Pretty good
Looks
hat.
like you're going to Chicago today.
Yeah, I'm going to Chicago today. I got a mini golf tournament, way more important than what you're doing. But yeah, we're gonna it's not gonna be just heavy Cubs. It will be Cubs because it's you're on the fucking team and it's an interesting team and actually a good team. But like we're gonna try and talk about the MLB as a whole. We're not gonna be boring, go like fucking if anyone Barstool listeners, Clemmer looking at all the stats and everything. Listen, I'm not a numbers guy. Are you a
I'm,
numbers guy?
I mean, I know numbers, but I wouldn't say I pitch like I know numbers.
See, that's why this podcast is going to be fantastic. We're not numbers guys. I'm not
Yeah.
looking at your ERA plus or something or your projected nonsense. I'm an eyeballs guy. I watch a game. I tell you what's going on. I'm a seam head. That's what I am. Is that
Hey,
what
this
people
guy's
call
getting
it?
outs. This guy's getting outs, or he's not getting outs.
Exactly. That's all I need to know. I don't need to care. I don't give a fuck about his like in-depth Moneyball stats. I ain't doing that. But yeah, we're gonna talk about everything going on. Luckily, right now there's a ton of shit happening. But
There is.
a little behind the scenes. Me and Justin have been talking about doing this podcast for a little bit, and we were thinking like, all right, well, should we do spring training to kind of kick it off or whatever? The timing wasn't working out, and I was like, let's try and maybe do it before opening day because you're pitching opening day. Thank the fucking Lord we did not
That would
start opening day.
that could have been a train wreck. Like that.
Show's over.
Yeah, show would have been over.
They were like Marty Mush just killed the Cups, and if we did
Marty
a
just mush Steele.
yeah, like if we did a show the day before the opening day, and then you got hurt because you were shoving
Yeah,
opening day,
good.
shoving, and I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing. He's back. This is fucking great. And then obviously you go down, which was first of all, not many people talking about it. Athletic play.
Thank you. I got the out.
Yeah, you got
Got
the
the
out.
out.
it was athletic. Pitchers are very known, and I know because I don't know, I am a baseball player. Pitchers are
Yeah.
not athletic.
So I mean, and I don't know if this adds to the athleticism, but like I felt it grab like as I was fielding the ball and ditched it because I felt it was like I need to get this out of my hand.
Wait, were you really?
I swear to God. So I've injured this hamstring before. I've done this before.
Yeah.
And I grade two'd it that time in 2020 because I like like I took more steps than I needed to, and I ended up making it worse. So like as soon as I felt it, I was like, I need to get this ball out of my hand and just fall to the ground so I don't like make this worse.
Well,
Oh, like
honestly, that
I
is
thought about
smart.
that in the moment. I remember thinking about that.
That's crazy that you thought about it in that moment because it honestly looked like you got it through it and like maybe you pulled it like on the fall, but you pulled it as you were getting the ball.
Yeah, as I was getting the ball, and I was like, I need to get this out of my hand and get off my feet, and that's why I just kind of like tumbled and like rolled into it. But yeah, I mean, it worked. I only like I grade one it, didn't grade two it, so it was good news.
Hey, that's smart. Did you so you knew it? Did you feel a little bit of a pull?
Yeah, it was just like a grab. Just I would say like a little more intense than a cramp. I would
Uh-huh.
say. But I
Did
mean,
you say it was a cramp? That was
no,
everyone
I
when
think I said
everyone
it.
was
I think I said it grabbed.
grabbed because when everyone was like obviously holding their breath because you're the ace, this opening day starter, we need Justin Steele, and everyone's trying to read your lips when you're on the floor
Yeah,
and on the ground.
I think I said it grabbed. I probably said some other shit too, but I think I said grabbed.
But yeah, that's obviously disappointing for you. Like, best case scenario though, because it's opening day, you got the full season. Is there like, is you gonna take your time coming back? How's the rehab going? Like, how's the thought process been? Because I know how annoying that is. You go from like Cy Young numbers last year, opening day star for the Cubs. Like that's a huge accomplishment for yourself,
Thank you.
being
Thank you.
drafted wherever you got. Where'd you get drafted? What round?
Fifth round in 2014 out of high school.
Yeah,
Georgia
so
High.
that's a long time ago, and it's
Yeah.
a huge thing. Like Wrigley Field opening day is one of the coolest experiences you could probably ever have. You're pitching it. It's frustrating that happens. Now, what's the thought process happening around everything of the injury?
Yeah, so the first thing we had to do is figure out the severity of it. We got an MRI the next day. It was a grade one, so that was good news. It started recovering pretty immediately. Started taking the proper medicine and stuff, anti-inflammatories and stuff. But yeah, I never stopped throwing. I was never to like where I couldn't like walk or like play catch. So I've been throwing every day. Like yesterday, I played catch and I did like three or four up downs where I like played catch for like 20 to 25 intense throws where I was sitting like 87, 89, just like trying to simulate like game reps.
Mhm.
And I did it like 4 to 5 times just to keep my volume built up for when I do come back and my hamstring's 100%. I can just kind of hop right back into games and not have like a build up process of where I got to like get to 1 inning, 2 inning, 3 inning type deal. Like I'll kind of already be at like 4 or 5 innings. So that'll speed up the process quite a bit.
Oh, that's huge. But first, we're gonna have our first fight. You're a play catch guy.
Yeah.
Is that the consensus of the major play catch is not what people say.
What do you mean that's not what people say? What do people say?
Let's have a catch. Want to go throw? Like I have never said, do you want
What's
to
wrong with any of them?
play catch? You're not playing.
How?
Is most of the people on the Cubs saying let's
Yeah.
go play catch?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Did you never know this
I
was
don't
an
understand.
argument?
I don't understand the.
It's an argument in like baseball players, a whole video thing like on TikTok of people saying like, do you say play catch or let's go have a catch or like let's have a
Like
catch?
I'll go to our catcher and I'll say, "Let's go play catch."
Yeah, that's insane to me.
I
That's insane.
I don't see what's wrong with it.
Honestly, I like how genuine you are. You're like, oh, I don't know, I like to play catch.
Yeah, play
I
catch. Let's
I
go
want you
have a catch is a little sounds a little weirder.
I want you today. I want you to just act like ask a couple of guys on the team, like, does everyone say play catch? You
Okay, I
probably
will. I'm pretty sure everyone says play catch. Like when they want to go, when they're ready to go throw, they go to their partner and say, "You ready to go play catch?"
it's a huge argument of play catch or have a
I didn't
catch.
know this. I didn't know
I've
this was a thing.
Oh yeah. So now I want you to today I want to report back so we could put it in the podcast what the consensus is. And make sure you ask like a position player as well. Where
Pitchers.
anyone from the East Coast on the team?
Yeah. He's a pitcher. Mark Leiters from Jersey.
Okay, ask I want you to ask him. I want
Okay,
you to ask him
he'll give me
Mississippi's
he's one of the guys too. He'll lean into it. Like he'll give me the real answer, and he'll give
good.
me an explanation of like why the other one doesn't make sense.
Yeah, all right,
I'll
good.
let you know what he says.
Because Jersey, I never heard play catch until like I see these videos of major league guys being like, oh yeah, I say play catch, but it was very 50-50.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing. That's interesting though.
Yeah, listen, your Mississippi is a weird place, you know. You guys, you got a lot
So
of potholes, and
I
that's
know this one. I know this one is weird. I grew up saying chunk the ball
chunk the
instead,
ball.
instead of chuck the ball.
The fuck is that?
Dude,
Chunk the
I don't
ball?
know why. I don't know why it was a thing growing up. Everyone where I grew up, like if they were gonna heave the ball really far, they're gonna chunk it.
That's just not chunk is like if you think about
I
like
know. Trust me, I know. Like once I got drafted and like I got around other players from other areas and I was saying this, they're like, "What the fuck are you saying?"
that's actually very funny. They're like, I see. They probably let you say it a couple times first. Like, are we hearing this right? Is he
Yeah,
saying chunk or
yeah.
chuck?
It was
That's
definitely one
amazing.
of the moments where I was like, I didn't know this was a thing, and I kind of slowly started saying chuck the ball because I didn't want to sound like a moron.
Honestly, though, you're from Mississippi, which is a third world country to me. I went to Mississippi. I said, "What the fuck is this place?"
What
Brandon,
city?
Wa-
What
I went
city?
to where Brandon Walker lives.
Starkville.
Yeah, Starkville,
I
or it
know
was
he's a state fan,
he
so
lived in fuck. He lived in somewhere else too that I forget right now. But it was like he showed me. He's like, "Oh yeah, I hung we hang out on this like abandoned bus in his backyard." I'm like, this is where you're hanging out, and it's just you don't have neighbors. Your neighbors are 14 miles away.
I don't have neighbors.
Yeah, that's insane. But it was
Yeah.
that. Was it with baseball teams? Was it like? Was there anything else like where you're like, this is so different how people are talking right now? Because you went from high school to professional baseball. So was there anything else like that?
Another word I constantly messed up was salmon. I grew up saying salmon. Everyone said salmon where I grew up. Like
Honestly, though, with that, I can get behind. There's an L in it.
there's an L, and it's
Uh,
not like what makes that L silent. Like I don't feel like it should be.
dude, this is why we're good friends.
Like
Pronounce the words how they're spelt. You know?
yes,
Like Luis, the guy on the Yankees, his last name is Gil. That's
Gil,
Luis Gill.
Gil.
He's on the mound. Luis Hill. Why are you? What's the reasoning of why? How do you know something's silent? Who's the person that said it was silent? Tell me that.
I guess if it's a name, it's up to the person whose name it is. He's I forget what country specifically, but I know he's Latin, so there
So
could be
yeah, it
some.
could be from like his grandparents or whoever the
Yeah,
started with the name said it's healed. But it's like even just words. Like why do words have to? They should be just spell it out how it says. You know. And I was thinking about this the other day. We'll get to baseball in a second. What's a word that just means what it? A word that it just exactly nails what it is. To me, hanger. I think hanger is exactly what it should be.
like a closet hanger.
Yeah.
I
Like
have never thought about this.
yeah, think about it for a second. Think about it for a second. We'll come back to it at the end of the show because we're gonna get into some baseball now.
Okay.
Um, but hangers the answer. Uh,
There's an answer. It's hanger.
it's hang. That was just I had to get that out to the people. But back into baseball, the biggest news that's sweeping the nation, and it's actually I'm very interested in your answer because this year been a problem. Framber, Bieber, Strider, guy from the Red Sox just got something with his elbow as well. Everyone is getting Tommy John, it seems like. And people are blaming it on the pitch clock. People are blaming it on max effort, like they're trying to throw too hard all the time or not conserve. What is your take on it all as a pitcher? Because I, I don't think it's the pitch clock, but I don't know anything. So what's your opinion on it?
Um, it's it's a tough question, and it's hard to pinpoint exactly what it is that's causing the arm issues. It could be a number of things. It could be an accumulation of everything, a little bit of everything, and it adds up to a lot.
But that's what I agree with you, where people are trying to pinpoint one thing and this is why it's happening. That's just not
And
the case.
I don't think that's the case. I think
Yeah.
it's a lot of different things adding up to, and it's becoming one big result. Um, what I have on the pitch clock is I don't mind the pitch clock. I work pretty fast. I also don't throw 100. I don't throw a million miles an hour every pitch. I'm not that kind of pitcher really. So the pitch clock really doesn't affect me too much. I will say this year I am noticing with the pitch clock, I think with runners on, they took like 2 seconds off from last year or something. I'm noticing with runners on, you don't have time really to like check the runner. Like you get the ball, you get your pitch, you're getting on the mound. Say you shake the first pitch, you like the second pitch. Usually, I usually throw two pitches, so if I'm shaking, I'm throwing the other one. But you get your pitch, and as you're coming set, you're probably at like 8, 7 seconds already. So like you really don't have like time to like check the runner and kind of like decipher like, do I want to pick? Do I want to make this pitch? Where do I like focus on when I
Mhm.
make the pitch? So I will say like that process, even like if they added or took 2 seconds off, I would say that process is a little more rushed now. Um, and I would say situations like that later in the game, like ninth inning, that could really matter. Taking an extra base because he has to deliver the pitch before zero. You can kind of take off. You can get him to pick off. Like you can do different things. So I think with runners on, I kind of liked a little like last year with the 2 seconds. I feel like things can be a little rushed with the pitch clock this year as far
Mhm.
as that goes with runners on. And I'm not even a guy. The pitch clock really doesn't affect how I pitch or anything like that. It's just something I'm just noticing a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't feel like people are able to check runners and like really focus on the running game as they were in the past just because of the pitch clock. You're worried about the clock ticking down. You're worried about delivering the pitch, a good pitch and stuff like that. Um,
It's crazy though how much stuff is actually going into every single pitch. It's hard
yeah,
enough just to pitch. Like it's
yes,
hard enough just to pitch as a
exactly,
major
exactly.
leaguer. And now you have to worry about, well, now I only have two pickoffs. I only have, the stupidest rule. I'll say it, the stupidest rule. I think it's such a disadvantage to the pitcher. The runner can literally just do whatever the fuck he wants. And I love pickoffs. Fans, when you boo at pickoffs, you're a loser. And you're all losers. I hate, you need to check a runner. There's a reason why. This guy's fast. I'm going to try and pick him off just to
Yeah,
keep him close. But I hate the pickoff rule. But you have the pickup rule, the pitch clock. You have fucking like Aaron Judge at the plate. Like you have a lot to worry about. The
yeah.
offense gets a lot of like in baseball. The offense is getting a lot of it's more favorable to them than the pitcher.
Oh,
And
and it's going to continue to go that way. I mean, and honestly, like I'm not one to like advocate that it shouldn't go that way.
no,
Offenses,
yeah,
people love home runs. People show up to the ballpark to see home runs, hear loud noises, and I mean,
yeah,
you have your people who like enjoy a good pitching performance, but like I mean, I love watching a good home run as well. So like I get it.
yeah, 100%. And that's where, but you're smart. You understand it. Where it's like, yeah, the fans are the ones paying. That we got to get that
Yeah.
we want to make the game better for them as well. Um, because the pitch clock, I actually do think for fans, it is good. You're not
Yeah.
sitting at the
It
game for 5 hours.
100% sped up the games, made them more watchable. It's hard to replicate like a baseball experience. There's not really a lot of sporting events that you can go to and like relax and like almost have like a day off type
Yeah.
feel you can at a ball field, like go to the concession stand. It's not as crowded, I would say, as like an NFL game. Like NFL game, like you're constantly looking at the game, you're paying attention to who's in, who's out. Like baseball is a lot more relaxed. You can be on your phone, taking pictures, walk around the ballpark, take in the sights and views. Like you have a lot of time, and I think that's what's really cool about it.
Yeah, no, 100%. Baseball, especially like when it's like May, June. Oh, I don't really give a shit
Yes.
about the get July 4th when baseball starts to matter,
Yeah.
honestly. And
Yeah, I
good enough for you guys because you were up 8-0 yesterday and lost.
agree.
Honestly, how do like obviously you care, right? Like obviously you don't want to do that, and the whole clubhouse does, but it is April 8th as we're recording, or April 9th right now. It doesn't matter completely, but it
What
eight
was the
nothing
eclipse?
does.
By the way, what was the eclipse yesterday? That was the most underwhelming shit I've ever seen.
You know what? I think space gets a lot of play for no reason. Just because it's a little
Another
we don't know
thing,
what's going
another
on.
thing, another thing, another thing that was really bothering me. Why is everyone freaking out about glasses? Like you gotta have it, what's the difference in looking at the sun when there's not an eclipse? It's probably gonna hurt worse.
I agree. I thought
So,
the
so do we need to
moon.
start putting out notifications every day that people need, like, hey, if you're going outside, make sure you're wearing sunglasses. If you don't have sunglasses, stay inside. It's like we can't do anything.
Bro, the Yankees changed the game time from 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock for the eclipse.
Dude, like I don't get it. Like,
I came walking to work yesterday. The entire streets of New York City were packed of just guys and girls with
I mean, I
their
wanted to see it. I wanted to see it. But this whole like thing where like everyone's scared because like it's gonna burn your eyes, it's like, oh, I mean, yeah, if any other day if you walk outside and just stare at the sun,
if
like
you look
what
at it long
no
enough,
shit. If
you're gonna
anything,
be blind.
the eclipse is going to make it easier to look at the sun because there's like you got a little coverage.
Little shade. Yes, that's what I
Yeah.
thought. Yes, a little
But like I text my wife, I'm like, I'm about to go outside and look at it, and she said, "Oh, make sure you have the right sunglasses. Like it'll make you go blind." I'm like, "What?"
dude. I there's a guy here, one guy and his family lives in San Diego. They drove to Little Rock, Arkansas. Not Little Arkansas, it's the same Arkansas. Little Rock, Arkansas to watch the eclipse. Who drives to go watch the eclipse? Who's driving to go see the fucking sun?
Those people like not going to work.
Yeah. I was driving the other day and there was a sign on the expressway saying, please take mass transit because of the eclipse. The fuck are you talking about? So you put the shade down and that's it. Also, 2 days before, I fucking missed the earthquake. I missed it.
The earthquakes stuff is concerning for me. It's a
Very
little it's a little concerning for me. When has there ever been a earthquake?
dude, I was on the subway, which I was
Buildings are too
told,
high. Buildings are too tall and high in New York to be having earthquakes. That's scary.
bro, I live on the in the 20s in my apartment. But my fiance was literally, she was like, I was shaking. The whole place was shaking. I didn't know what the fuck was. I gasped her. I was like, what do you do? Oh, you think there was an earthquake? But nope, there was an earthquake.
There ever been earthquakes in New York?
Not when I'm alive, I'm sure.
I mean, we certainly don't have them where I'm at. We have hurricanes and tornadoes, but we've always had that. So
Yeah.
it's
Earthquakes just don't make sense to me, you know? It's just like a little two drinks here, huh? A little cold brew and an orange juice. Those drinks in those glasses look fantastic. Cubs are traveling
I
good, huh?
I was a slut and ordered room service. Got a good breakfast sandwich before I hopped on this. I needed it.
Um, back into a little baseball. You played the Dodgers. You took the series from them, right?
Yeah.
Which is huge. How did you see Yamamoto? How did you like him?
I mean, the stuff's electric.
Eh,
The heater, the heater
eh.
jumps, great, good breaking ball. Has a good good change up split, whatever you want to call it. I believe it's a split.
He's
Once
like
he figures,
4'8", right?
yeah, he's not very big. He's
Oh,
not very
short
big.
bastard.
Slings the piss out of the ball though. Slings
Eh,
the piss.
that fastball, flat.
What
Just,
do you, Marty, what do you got?
just say it.
Sounds like you have something you want to say on it. What do you got?
Yeah, that's all. That's why. Why do you think I brought it up? I need to say his fastball is flat. He's got great other
Are you
pitches,
hitting it?
bro. Right through the third, right through the 5 and 6 hole. I'll turn
100
on
miles
that
an
shit.
hour. 100 miles an hour. You're hitting it.
Justin, have you seen me hit against major league pitches? I
I have.
mean, you
I've seen.
haven't. I'm gonna.
I've seen you step in the bucket and the barrel just goes through the zone and they threw it and hit your bat. I've seen it.
Yes, yes. There's no power involved, and when you're healthy and when there's time, you're gonna get the fucking thunder from me as well.
There won't be any thunder. There'll be a broken bat.
I
If
don't
anything,
break bats.
it'll
I
be a
have
broken.
a I have a major league eye. I'm literally right now. I have about 18 at bats. I'm hitting better than Francisco Lindor. I'm hitting better than Jose Trevino. I'm hitting better than these major league guys. If there was a 10, there's another episode coming out on Thursday against Kyle Freeland. Did we lose him?
Sorry. Sorry.
I want that in the podcast. Him come back. Sorry.
Back to what I was saying. Seen better swings on a porch. Seen better swings
Oh,
on
you
a.
think of that? What'd you think about that when your laptop died?
No, I had it. I was ready to say it. I was ready for you. Whenever you was gonna stop talking, I was gonna say it, and then my laptop died.
No, yeah, listen. I don't know. I don't care what anyone thinks about the guy. We're just talking about strictly baseball. I got 2 hits off of Trevor Bauer. 2 hits. We're not talking about him all around because I don't want to get into conversation, but the guy was a Cy Young winner. I got 2 hits off him, Justin.
Yeah, he's a good pitcher. You're not getting a hit off me.
All right, I can't, and I know, and everyone's like, "Oh, you getting their like best stuff?" I'm like, "Yes," because they don't like me. They don't want to because they know I'll text them the hit every time they pitch. Like, oh, I gotta. Oh, just still doing a no hitter today. Well, Marty Mush got hit off, so it doesn't matter,
It's
no
because
matter
Marty
what.
put in the lineup.
Yeah, Marty Mush should be in the line. I've been DMing teams. I'm like, let me get on. They
Yeah,
they won't
obviously
let.
there's something here.
I think the Cubs would let me. I think once we get this podcast going, they at least like could do like a make a wish thing for me. Like at least like maybe be the bat boy. I could be the bat boy. Marty Mush is here today, fellas. Something like that. But yeah, enough about me. Enough about me. How do you feel about your team so far? So you're out. Uh, do you have a timetable yet or no?
Yeah, thinking I'll throw a bullpen. What's today? I'm getting off the mound tomorrow for like 10 to 15. It's like a bullpen day.
That's your
I'll get off. Yeah,
first time off the
first
mound.
time off the bunt, like off the hill.
Mhm.
I've been just like playing catch in the outfield and throwing like a lot of throws. Like yesterday, I threw like 75 throws. Tomorrow I'll get off the bump, and then I'll take 3 days, and I'm gonna get off the mound again, and it'll be like a more intense, like not game, but like probably like 40-ish pitches. Just keep the volume up.
If you need a batter, I can hop in there.
Okay.
Keep going.
And then the next one we'll go to Arizona. We go to Arizona after Seattle. I'll go to where our spring training facility is. We have a lab that pitchers throw in and stuff, and we'll be able to get like all the numbers and stuff that the pitching coaches love to have, and it'll like help them tell if I'm healthy or if I'm doing something different. It's a bunch of
A lot of numbers. We're not numbers
a
guys.
lot of numbers. I just get up there and throw the ball, and they're like they like it or they don't like it.
If it
So
was up to you, you'd be pitching like tomorrow.
yeah, I literally I don't know if I should say this. 4 days after I injured it, I was playing catch, throwing fine, and I went up to counsel. I was like, "Hey, I can throw tomorrow. You just got to keep me on the dirt. Like, do not let me field a ball. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I can't run. I can pitch, but
And you don't really need to run that. Like, how many times you're really making that
guys are
throw?
just gonna start bunting though. They'll just like
That's
bunt it
true.
where I like
Well,
to where like I have to get it.
yeah. Yeah, we won't tell them that though. We won't. We'll cut that from the podcast.
It's Bush.
uh,
Who bunts?
yeah, no, don't bunt. Bunting's stupid. Yeah, no, but also they're also the coaches are smart because they know they value you and they're like, it's April. Let's not throw you out there early.
Yeah,
But you also don't want to take off too much time and it's like restarting your whole shit, right?
exactly. That's kind of why I haven't stopped throwing and want to keep my. I kind of went to them and was like, hey, through this process, even if my leg is worse than what it ended up being, and I have to like throw from my knees, like I want to keep my arm moving during this process because I don't want to take like a month to get this hamstring better, not be throwing, and then get to 100% and then have to start over like it's spring training again. And the next thing you know, we're past the All-Star break and I'm not even at 5 innings yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not what you want.
No. Um, how's counsel been? I've heard great things. I've heard he's like the most hands-on guy of all time.
It's been awesome. It's been awesome. He's doing a really good job of like getting to know everyone. Um, just the conversations I've had with him have been awesome. Just a small tidbit from yesterday. Like I have the LeBron James, um, I think they're the 16s, Bo Jackson edition medicine ball shoes. They don't make them anymore. They're really sick training shoes. I got them in 2018 and I've worn them every day at the baseball field since. Like it's what I work out in. It's what I wear them every day, and they're a little worn out now.
Uh,
He came up to me in the dugout and he was like, Steele, like, you think you're ever gonna get some new shoes? And I told him, I was like, no, I mean, I got these in 2018. They're great workout shoes. I love them. They don't make them anymore. Bo Jackson edition, like pretty cool. And he just started laughing. He was like, I can't wait to see you in 5 years still wearing them. And it was
and
just,
you will.
oh, 100%. 100%. Unless they like fall apart, but I don't think they will. Like they're really good tennis shoes. I like
Yeah,
them a lot.
you really do like them. I could tell in your voice. Like those are your shoes no matter what.
Yeah, they're dude. I love working out in them. They're awesome. They're like basketball shoes, so they're like great support.
Real quick, let me introduce Phil. Put your my camera on real fast. Because he's got a studio.
My dungeon. What's up?
That's
Is
a
Phil,
good.
is Phil short for Philip?
Yep, I spell my name with two L's.
Yeah. You look like a Philip.
He looks
I,
exactly like a Philip. He's
Kind of
also
what kind of dog?
that's my dog Groot. 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 Say hi. He
Hi,
just wants to
Groot.
sleep.
Hi, Groot.
and Phil before the show was like, "This is my childhood room, but that's your room at the
Yeah, I
moment."
mean, I'm
Your
26,
adult,
so
also adulthood room.
yeah.
Phil, how do you were you a little upset about the council conversation real fast?
Not really.
Okay,
Why?
well, you wanted counsel. That's the only reason why.
I'm not Clemmer. I I don't really value baseball managers maybe like that well. So that's just my take.
All right, that's Phil in his dungeon. You're good now. That's his take of that he doesn't value coaches. So there's that take.
Groot. He's like
He's
hacking
fucking
up something on my bed.
oh, he's
Yeah.
fucking freaked out about SpongeBob in front of him, dude.
Well, I've had a SpongeBob lamp since I was like 6 years old.
All right, Phil, get the fuck off.
Phil, are you from New York,
Yeah, I live in Queens.
Queens?
Just real quick, Justin, he is a full-time internet troll. Like actually.
That's what he does.
He's just on his off time. His main job is like
Those
baseball.
accounts. Is he those accounts that don't have the avies?
He has he has to have at least six, and I hate him. I hate all of them because they're the ones that are.
I'm clearing my name. My Twitter avatar is a Mudkip. Put respect on that.
A what?
A Mudkip, a Pokemon.
Yeah,
Learn ball.
Oh.
You are them people.
Yeah, he's everyone. That's everyone. Justin, everyone that's like saying like, "Oh, Justin Steele fucking sucks. He like, blah blah blah," or this makes fun of you.
The
Just think of
nasty
his
DMs
face.
that don't have a picture as their face.
That's
Yeah.
him.
Have I tweet? I don't think I've ever tweeted
Are they-
anything bad about Justin Steele before.
What
Are
could
they
you?
actually okay? They got to be bots. Some of them are bots, though, right?
Some
yeah.
some of them for sure, but most of them are Meek Phils. That's what he called it, Meek Phil. And then just look at this guy with his hair flying out. Yeah, his dog's barking at SpongeBob, and he's saying, "Go fuck yourself, Justin Steele." And somehow they're the cool ones in the world now. We're not. And
They're
I'm
kind
not
of,
even I'm
and
not cool
they're
whatsoever.
kind of the voices that are heard. That's the voices that are heard on Twitter.
They're all heard. That's just who runs the internet is Meek Phil.
And he's like, all right, I'm out.
Yeah, he's good now.
You don't need me talking. This is your guys' show. I'm just here to take down notes.
So yeah, that's Phil. He'll be jumping on once in a while. He's got a lot
Love
of
you,
Love you.
If he didn't say love you back, I would have been so upset. All right, this
I show
let me tell you,
respect. You
I
respected
fucking
Cy
love
Young
this
vote
show
last
already.
year.
I
Have
gotta
your
tell you,
respect.
I fucking love this show already. Yeah, you're good in his eyes right now. So wait, if you ever have a rough stretch, he'll be tweeting at you.
and I'll be looking for it. And I'm gonna call you out, Phil. I'm just gonna start commenting on like all these fake Twitter accounts. I know this is you, Phil.
You'll toss out like 7 innings versus the Mets, and I'll be like, "That was for Meek Phil, right?"
Yeah. All right, yeah, let's get back into a little baseball. Not much because let me tell you, I love the show already. We off the rails, but we got some insightful things for some baseball stuff, and then some in Solar Eclipse, then an internet troll and his childhood home that he still lives in.
Finding out good information.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. Real quick, if I didn't have a receding hairline, you doing what's up, brother, right now?
Oh, what's up, brother? I do have a question, brother.
Okay, what's up, brother?
What's your pick for the Masters?
My pick for the Masters. You ready for this?
I am.
Will Zalatoris.
Ooh, that's spicy.
It's not like I'm not going fucking Scotty Scheffler. I'm not going like, and I think a lot of people are gonna pick Brooks because Brooks, which you should, because he's just he loves yeah, huge. I'm a Will Zalatoris guy. I think it's time. Like it's been in his head. He was pissed off. He's been hurt. He's been playing a little better golf right now. I think he's gonna be up there. Who's yours?
Happy Gilmore's caddy, huh?
Yeah, forgot everyone was thinking. Who do you like?
I like it's the live guy. One sec. Neiman. I was looking at him. He's been going off in the live. Joe Queen Neiman.
Are you the only guy who picked Joe? What's his odds? You're not doing, but what's the odds?
His odds are pretty high up there. He's one of the higher live guys.
Yeah, Joe Queen Neiman.
Yeah, he's good.
What the fuck is that?
He's good. He's been crushing it on live.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna
say it's like over on live. It's like Rom, Kepka, Dustin Johnson, and then probably this Neiman guy.
So he's 4 and live right now in your eyes. I like that you're
might be higher. I don't know. I mean, I've just been what I've been looking at. I look at my phone. I'm like, this guy. He looks like he's got it.
You know what? I'm going to tell you this. I'm betting Neiman now. I can't sit here and not take it.
The odds aren't bad.
Okay. Well, Joe Queen Neiman.
If you want a long shot, moronic.
What's this now? Who's the wait? Who's the
Moronk. Adrian Moronk.
We're going Adrian Moronk and fucking joke.
$8 to win 2,000. I got on him. Hey, he's out there playing golf. He's out there playing golf. He's got a chance.
Unfortunately, he just sounds like every person that works at Barstool. I hear these like other people in the back of my ear being like, "What? Watch out for that Joe Queen Neiman." Like someone like that. I'm like, all right, well now I gotta take this guy because if I hear this, if I do win a big bet, I'm bringing in a mariachi band to sing congratulations.
Well, the thing is, it's not like I'm telling you to take Scotty Scheffler. Like that's
Yeah, no.
450 or
Hmm.
whatever. Like it's like I'm giving you some like Hail Marys. Like Sunday, this guy's top 10. You're gonna be like,
You're gonna get excited. You're gonna be tweeting
yeah,
a little couple things. Even if he makes the cut, I'm like, all right, this guy's got a chance.
yeah, exactly. That's what
Um,
I'm into. That's what I'm into.
oh, 100%, dude. 100%. That's the best thing about it. It's just being like, if you pick, it's like picking the Dodgers to win the World Series this year. It's like they're the favorite, you know? I would never do that because I'm a Cubs Yankees guy now. Can I be a Cubs guy?
Yeah, you can be
I'm
whatever you
basically Dansby Swanson with a
want.
receding
You can be
hairline.
whatever you want.
You agree with that?
That's reality.
No, that I'm Dansby Swanson with a receding hairline.
You can be whatever you want.
He doesn't agree. I think if you put me and Dansby side by side without our hair, same guy.
Dansby's a good looking man.
He really is, man. I actually said this today. If Dansby Swanson wasn't a baseball player, it would be the saddest thing of all time. Imagine like Dansby Swanson, the insurance guy. Like that's such a good name. It just
He'd
would go to
sell the shit
waste.
out of some insurance, though, probably.
Yeah,
He'd
he
crush
would
it.
he
He'd
would
crush it.
he would sling it. I
We got some guys on our team that just look like some all-American ball players. Just like Patrick Wisdom is the most like all-American, like just guy. Like
yep.
you picture just baseball player. The guy can pull off any outfit, pants up, pants down, cut off. Like he can do it all. Like the guy just looks like a baseball player. Him, Dansby Swanson, Nico Horner, baseball player,
Yep.
baseball player. Talkman, baseball. Like we have a like team of baseball players.
You do. You do. And they're perfect Cubs, to be honest. They're
Yeah,
perfect Cubs. And my
like
hey, I will I love Jameson Tyone. He doesn't look like a baseball player.
he's a pitcher,
He's a pitcher. And
great
he's
pitcher.
my guy. I hope is he coming back soon? I saw him getting ready.
He's not doing his rehab. He's in his rehab assignments like starts right now. I think he might
Good.
have one, maybe two more, and then he'll be back with the team.
Um, so I have 7 minutes left before I gotta go for a flight.
Okay.
Couple things. Who is the biggest nightmare hitter you have ever faced? Or like reoccurring, like right now, you can give them their flowers a little bit. And it could be nobody. Like it could be nobody. But who's someone where it's like they're a fucking pest?
A pest?
Hmm.
A pest and someone that I'm gonna give their flowers might be a little different. When I think pest, I think like TJ Friedel, Cronenworth, guys who no matter what, they work the counts. Um, those are guys you're gonna throw 5 pitches every time you face them on. So if you face them 3 times, that's 15 pitches they're seeing. So like that's a pest to me.
Hmm.
Like they'll foul shit off, they work the count, they still find a way on base somehow. Someone that's not fun to face is Matt Olson. And it's
Matt Olson.
just because if you make a mistake, he's gonna hit it 400 feet.
He's
Um,
so fucking good.
it's crazy, man.
He's so good.
He absolutely punished the ball off of me last year. It was absolutely punished,
You don't
and
remember it at all.
I remember it vividly. No, I think it was like 462 to right center at Wrigley Field.
Oh, the exact distance.
Oh yeah, I it was pumped,
No,
but
yeah, I mean that's a good person. Like that's a guy that he's just good,
well,
you
it's
know?
just giving him his flowers, dude. He punishes mistakes. If you make a mistake, he's gonna take advantage of it. It's one of them guys when he steps in the box, like every single pitch, like you gotta wherever you're trying to put it, you gotta get it there.
Yeah. There's one guy that's gonna take you deep this year, no matter what. Just letting you know. And his name's Juan Soto. I fucking love this man. He signed an autograph yesterday in the middle of an at bat in the outfield. It was crazy. I swear to God. And he's just the best baseball player I've ever seen. And like the Yankees are the best team in Major League Baseball right now, which is nice. Shout out to me for taking an hour to talk about the Yankees also. I waited so long. I had to just get it out. But to end the show, did you think of a word yet or what?
No. Light post. I
Oh,
just thought of that right now.
you know what? That's just what it is. That's good.
Post with a light.
Hanger and light post. Not bad. You got any closing
Back
thoughts?
scratcher.
Back scratch?
Like, remember the back scratchers? Your grandma definitely had one.
Yep. She did. She did. That's such a like if you ever if someone today just was like you were just chilling at your boy's house and all of a sudden he just brought his back scratcher, that would be insane if you just if anyone ever did that today.
Like you're watching games at the Barstool office and somebody just walks in, just
Let me
sits
tell
there.
you, nothing surprised me at the Barstool office because you'll be sitting watching a game, right? And you're just chilling. Frank the Tank sits next to you. He'll freak out about the Dolphins. He'll freak out about the Mets. He'll freak out about the Devils. But then like he'll take a second and he just goes in his pocket, takes out salt packets, and just straight shots it.
Is that for like a medical thing?
Nope. It's not for like because he needs like sugar or whatever, like so whatever that is. I don't know, something for your blood. It's not like he just does it. It's just a thing he does. He just has packets of salt and just shoots it down. And it's the coolest slash funniest thing I've ever experienced. He's the most famous person at Barstool. Like he is the best. I love Frank. This is not me making fun of him. We've talked about it with him, and he just takes a shot of salt in your face.
What is it? Does he like get something out of it? Like
I think he just likes salt.
salt?
Does your team know about Frank?
Yeah, the people that keep up with Barstool social media and stuff, like they're pretty aware of all the stuff with Barstool.
Yeah, I mean the sketch we just did it is taking over baseball
Dude,
too. I
dude,
love you know
I
what
love
that needs to be one of our guests. Is sketch.
I love sketch. Like every time I walk in the locker room now and I see somebody that is familiar with sketch, I'm like, what's up, brother?
Special teams, special plays, special
That's it.
players. It's
Dude,
he's the best.
his clips, I can watch them all day. They're
Me too. All right, so what'd you say?
one of his clips. He's like Robin Hood, Robin Hood.
Um, all right, so we're gonna end the show on 5 guests that we want on this show. We're gonna put it out there. One is sketch.
One a sketch, yeah.
One sketch.
That's a sick one.
2, I want Dansby Swanson on this show at one time, just because I want to see how beautiful he is. Craig Counsell, do you think he would come on once?
Absolutely not. I don't think he would.
All right, so that's 2. Now you
Um,
name one.
Ernest. Ernest is
Oh,
my guy.
Ernest. You know Ernest?
Yeah.
I fucking love he's my
At my
guy.
wedding. He was at my wedding.
He was at your wedding?
Yeah.
I actually went to Hardy's wedding with Ernest. He's
Yeah.
the man. He's the
Met Hardy
best.
as well. Hardy's awesome.
Maybe we should do a Hardy and Ernest episode.
Yeah, that'd be sick. Ernest is my guy. I love Ernest.
I love
Uh,
that.
Ernest. So we're at 3. We need 2 more.
Yep.
So I did a country music guy. Let's do an athlete. Since we're on the Masters, would be a good one. Scotty Scheffler.
Okay. Okay. I'll
Don't
go
know if we
Scotty.
can-
I'll
don't know
have
if we
Scotty
can-
Scheffler.
It'd be sick to interview a golfer that's competing at the Masters.
Yes, 100%. And
Uh,
then
you get the
we'll do 2 more. So now we're doing 6. Do one MLB player
MLB player.
for you. It doesn't have to be Cubs, it could be any player. Honestly, I feel like Mookie would be a great one.
The funniest guys I've probably ever had the pleasure of playing with is Nick Martini. He's with the Reds right now.
Nick Martini.
Nick Martini. That is
Okay.
one of the funniest human beings, baseball players I've ever been around. Like one of them guys, I showed up to the locker room every day, and this guy had me rolling every single day. Like it was, like it could. You know who he reminds me of is Sebastian Maniscalco. That's
Oh, he's an Italian guy?
yeah, he's Italian. He's from
Oh,
Chicago. From
my,
Chicago.
I'm in. I'm
Dude,
100% in.
hilarious.
Yeah, we should start just making this a really Italian podcast. Like
My
we'll get
wife's
little
Italian. I love like Italian
part.
funny. Like I
Let's.
get Italian TikToks of people like doing stuff all the
Oh
time.
yeah, little mo mozzarella.
Yeah.
Cooge. We got. Well, I know Cooge. We can have Cooge on here. My fiance is straight. Like her grandpa. Like still, you can barely understand him. He's just speaking Italian. He's the
Yeah.
fucking man.
Same thing with Libby's grandpa and grandmother. Nana and Nanu. They're from Sicily.
Yep. Yeah. It's not. It's Nano. Yeah. They call him Nano,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's crazy.
Always,
Um.
always. I don't know which one is like male and female, Nanu and Nana. Like, because I have a
Yeah. I have a
and
nana. Yeah. I had a nana.
yeah,
But Nano. Yeah. It's very confusing. It's
yeah.
very confusing. All right. So our list is sketch. What's up, brother?
So, brother,
I could do that. We
I feel like
should
you're
just
pretty
do.
good at it. I feel like you're pretty good.
You are pretty good. We should just do a whole hour of just saying, "What's up, brother?" We have sketch. We have Scotty Scheffler, Nick Martini,
Oh,
Dan.
oh,
Oh,
Nick Merckx, my
Nick
guy,
Merckx.
Nick Merckx.
Okay,
That's my guy.
okay. Nick Merckx is on there. Um, I said Mookie, just a little collab podcast,
Yeah.
and then who? Ernest and Hardy. We have 8 now, and then yeah, that's it. I think.
Did you say Dansby?
Yeah, I said Dansby. This fantastic fella.
You're twin.
I'm going to Gibson's Italia tonight.
Oh, you are.
Oh yeah.
Get the truffle potato. Get the truffle potato side. You got to. It's so good.
That sounds unbelievable.
It's I
Um
believe it's a twice baked potato with like some truffle stuff on top.
ooh, ooh, God. All right, we have a lot planned. That was just literally like that's pilot episode. If you didn't like that, go fuck yourself because I enjoyed myself.
That's
Um
fun. That's fun.
that was fun as shit.
Phil,
We gotta
how'd we
get-
do?
Yeah, Phil, what would you grade that?
7.8.
I don't 7.8.
I'll take that.
Honestly, that's pretty good for a pilot.
Yeah.
I also think Phil cannot be in the office ever when we record this. He has to be in his childhood room.
You want just Groot just sitting there every time?
Yeah, I just want you in that room.
He just
Phil-
wants to sleep.
Phil, how often do you go to the office?
I usually go in 5 days a week. I
Yeah,
just
he
have to work
goes-
from home this weekend.
He does Barstool baseball accounts and works on Pick Central, Healthy Debate, all that stuff.
So, Marty, when I came to New York last year and we did the Pick Central episode, Dave was there. The next day is when he got Barstool back or whatever, like the news broke or whatever.
Yes.
And he came in the office and was like pissed off because like people were showing up late and like nobody was working and like he was kind of like taking his company back or whatever.
Yep.
That's why I was asking Phil, I was like, how often do you go in the office? Because like, when I came in there last year, it was kind of like nobody was in there doing anything.
Yep.
And then
And let me
Dave was
tell you,
there. And the next day, all that stuff starts breaking. I was like, this is hilarious. I was just
you were literally right when it was happening. We had no idea what was going on. Even when you were there, I had no idea. And Dave was
Yeah.
on the show, like he was going after. You got the full experience of Dave as well. Dave was like, "Would you? What did he ask you? Would you rather wins or your
yeah,
ERA?"
he was coming at me about ERA and wins. Like, would you rather be like 15-5 with a 5 ERA or 3-11 with a 2.5? And I said 3-11 with a 2.5, and he just told me I was wrong. What I'm not wrong, but
Well, now we're gonna add Dave as a guest as well now because we're gonna have to have a 10-minute conversation of ERA and wins, and I it's a compelling argument. Wins do matter, but ERA is also you would think you put your team in
Wins-
position to win.
wins matter if the pitcher is doing his job for the win to matter. Like if you go out and give up 5-6 runs per 9 every time you pitch, like you're not doing your job.
Yeah, it's a compelling argument.
You could be 15-3 because your offense scores 20 runs a game. You're not winning because of you. You could have a negative WAR. You could be like considered a below replacement level player and have 20 wins theoretically.
It's true. So,
Phil's shaking his head. Phil agrees with me.
I do agree with you.
All right.
Bill's in the office 5 days a week,
Sometimes 6.
sometimes 6.
Oh fuck. I would keep going, but I have a flight.
Yeah, you need Chicago.
What's the next we'll talk next episode. This fucking show is gonna be great. Well, I can't wait to keep doing it. We'll try and get guests as much as we can. I already told Justin that we're doing a podcast from the dugout at Wrigley. I don't care I don't know if I'm allowed to, but I don't care. Feel like we can get this
I
going.
think it'd be cooler to do it from the center field underneath the scoreboard where Wrigley's behind us.
That'd be unbelievable. I think we should do that.
I think that'd be cooler.
You're gonna have to tell me. I'm gonna come to well, you're coming to New York end of April.
I don't know what the schedule is.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. You're coming to New York end of April, so we'll do something then. Well, we got a lot of plans, but I appreciate everyone listening to the first episode to steal the show with Marty Mush. With this low. We're not gonna talk. Marty Mush is gonna be the smallest font there is. Justin's like, I don't like that. We should have both our names. I said, no, believe me. Put it on the corner. But that's the show. Again, steal the show. We're gonna have a logo. We're getting a logo. I forgot to tell you. A nice logo.
Excited. You already know what it looks like?
No idea. I said I don't know what I want on it. Just he's
you don't
on
know
the
that it's nice. You just assuming it's nice.
I'm trust my guys.
Okay.
That's the show. We'll be back either next week or the week after. We will keep you updated. See ya.